Hi everyone, this is Juan Ciel. Now, I got a lot of big news for you, but first, this is mainly going to be a little storytime vlog that I wanted to talk to you guys about. About 10 years ago, when I was in the 4th grade, I went to this one field trip somewhere. I couldn't tell if it was in the city of Jamestown itself or if it was of just a little museum on the history of what Jamestown used to be, Jamestown settlements and everything, when Virginia was, still, not a state really, when, early times really. I've been there, and the trip itself was probably one of the best trips I've ever had, ever in my childhood, and I can tell you a lot more stories about my childhood, a lot of ups and downs, but this one is probably one of the best parts, especially in elementary school. And I'll tell you everything, so here we go. So, on our way to the trip, the buses that we were in were not the regular school buses. They were the big, luxurious buses with the TVs on them, and we eventually watched Meet the Robinsons, and then we saw Ratatouille on our way back. Yeah, Disney movies, yeah. And then when we were finally there, we were walking around different paintings, we looked at sculptures and portraits, and then we were outside, we saw boats and ships. It looked really nice outside. We walked around. It was so nice. And then everyone started wearing those green shirts with the ship, I think. And everyone was wearing them. I still have mine, and it surprisingly still fits because they were all really big on us. Yeah, they were all like adult size, medium, or small, and we all looked like we were wearing big shirts from the way they looked like nightgowns on us because we were all very small. Well, not all of us were that small. I was probably like one of the smallest people because I don't know. It was really fun, the trip throughout, and then when we were on our way back, we went to McDonald's for dinner. It was getting late, and considering how long it took for us to get there, it took us like 2 or 3 hours, I think. And then when we were on our way back, it took a little less, but we went to McDonald's back on our way back home, and it was really fun because, let's face it, we rented out the McDonald's building apparently, and there were only like 2 or 3 people that were actually eating, while the rest of us were all 4th grade students and teachers, and also my best friend and my teacher and a few others were always hanging out around me, and that was really fun. I always kept the closest friends as well as the best classmates I can surround myself with that were with me at the time, and it's amazing how it's been 10 years already. And as for on our rides to and from the trip, when we were on our way to the trip, I distinctly remembered a bunch of kids throwing pretzel sticks at each other. Yeah, pretzel sticks. It was crazy. And then when we were on our way back, my friend recorded me with his old camera. I couldn't tell if he still has it with him or he probably erased it because he probably doesn't remember me anymore. I don't really know. But we did a lot of fun stuff. And when we were on our way back home, when we were back to the bus, every single student who were sleeping started taking off their shoes, and it stunk because, let's face it, after all that walking outside, everyone started sweating. Yeah, it was a total mess inside. And thankfully we got back home around like 7 or 8 o'clock, I think, in the evening. It was crazy. And it was probably one of the best trips I've ever had, and I know I already said that, but still, I will never ever forget about that trip. And let's face it, I think every kid needs to go to some kind of historical trip and then get to a fast food joint on your way back home or something, especially if you're an elementary student. There's plenty of other field trips that I've been to that were pretty good. I've been to Washington D.C. twice, in middle school, as well as the National Zoo at some point in the 10th grade, and even some kind of farm in the 12th grade, but that's another time. So I promise I'll start making more reviews for you all. I really promise. I'm sorry that I didn't get to upload any reviews or gameplays this month. I've been really, really busy. I've been so caught up with Fozzie lately. Yeah, and I hope you all comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more new videos. Peace out, rock on, have a nice day.